Hey, adios, Lions. Welcome to the Detroit Lions podcast. We're back to Senior Bowl 2024 with Oregon center, the man of the day, Jackson Powers Johnson. Great to have you, man. How you doing today?
Great to be here. I'm doing great. Ready to go.
You're looking good. You're looking really good. Like, I want you to snap my ball next season. Frank's a great guy. Frank knows pretty darn good. He's a pretty big pair of shoes to fill, but
yeah,
man, he's getting there. We need a center soon. How do you feel? How do you feel about your step to the NFL? How soon are you ready to play?
I think I'm ready to play whenever I'm there. I'm really excited. I got all of those interviews last night, and they asked me the same question. And I'm a type of guy where if you need me to come in and play right now, I can do that. So I'm really excited to make the transition.
Now, what was your what scheme did you played at Oregon? Obviously, what sort of blocking scheme did you do? Power, zone, outside zone?
We did everything: inside zone, outside zone, power, gap, duo. All the above. We loved running everything at Oregon. So
yeah, one of the reasons why you're well prepared for this.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Yeah. So like, can you play guard, center, even tackle in a pinch? You probably won't want to play tackle. But
not tackle. I played a little bit of tackle, kind of like goal line situations. But yeah, I played guard and center, and a little bit of defensive line my freshman year as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing D-line at the next level, but definitely center and guard.
Yeah. One of the things that stood out in watching you is your range and your quickness off the snap. Do you take pride in that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, how you come off the ball is everything, and, the physicality, the violence in it is how I, play the game.
It shows.
Yeah. So talk about communication on the offensive line. You guys, especially as the center, you're calling out coverages. You're doing a lot of work out there. Your role, taking it to that next level, again, to the NFL, you feel like you're ready to go right away. What kind of scheme worries you the most to try to play, and what do you think you fit the best into right off the bat?
Well, I think I'm going to fit in any great offense. Oregon I had 3 different offense coordinators in 3 years at my time at Oregon, so I've seen a lot. And I was in a pro-style offense my freshman year, and I feel like I can get there and go. Like, I don't think there's really any offense that's going to be tough for me to learn or just kind of get in and go. So I'm excited for that. And I know that, NFL defenses are a lot more complex and how they're structured, but I had a defensive coordinator in Oregon that was a defense coordinator in the NFL and had that same kind of mentality and that same kind of, complexity that they have in the NFL. So I think my time in Oregon really prepped me for this next step.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Talk about, Detroit is a culture. It's culture first in for the Lions. And if you're looking at a spot on the team, you're interviewing with the team, they're going to ask you like, what's the mountain you climbed? What was the biggest adversity you faced, and how did you overcome it, and how has it changed you today?
I definitely, some of the biggest adversities I had were kind of early on in my college career. I played on a high school team that lost one game. Like, I played on a little league team that lost one game. I'm not really accustomed to losing. And, freshman year, we lost twice to Utah. That's where I'm from. That was a tough one at Utah, going back home to the home state. And
back of a game.
Yeah. getting whooped my freshman year. That really was a tough one. So I had to go to the drawing board. We all went to the drawing board, and, I would put that in my back pocket and told myself I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Yeah.
And, got him this year. So I think that was the one thing I really had to overcome. I'm just, going, leaving the state and coming back and getting scrutiny for leaving and, wanting to prove something my freshman year. And when I went back and then we ended up getting whooped, that was a tough one for sure.
Yeah, I believe it. So, speaking of Utah, you talk about training a little bit and the Detroit Lion connection. You got Penei Sewell and Oregon, the whole thing, right? What's your take on Penei? You think you could line up with him on the same line?
Oh, I would love to. I would love the opportunity to do that. Penei is an all-pro. He's already great, but he's going to be so great for a long time. And he's legend up there at Oregon. Him wearing 58 at Oregon and me getting there freshman year, I think I was wearing 54, and I had to change my. Said I got to choose my number, and I was like, I take 58. Like, those are some big shoes to fill. And I felt like I did my best to fill those shoes. Him winning the Outland and me winning the Remington. I feel like I just filled the shoes as much as I could, and his impact that Oregon will be in the rafters at Oregon forever. And just him as a person, his family. I've been fortunate enough to meet him, and play with Noah as well at Oregon.
Yeah.
And our families are pretty close, and they're amazing people.
You talk about taking that number and wanting that challenge. Do you feel like you left enough that like somebody's going to pick it up and like it's not just Panay, it's also you?
I feel like I did that. I did something that was never done at Oregon while I was there, and I gave it everything I had. And I think it'll be a tough to wear 58 at Oregon, just because you had the first ever Outland Trophy winner and the first ever Remington Trophy to ever wear those numbers. So I feel like I did my part and cemented my legacy at Oregon.
Yeah. So let's talk about coaching, right? Coaching, being and accept coaching and taking coaching is a really big part. What's the biggest thing that your coaches have taught you? Think about through your football career, even in high school. What's the one thing that stuck with you where you said, that's where I'm going to make my money. That's where the thing I'm going to anchor on that pushed me to the next level.
I think resiliency. That's a big thing I learned in college was resiliency. Like I was on a high school and little league team that we never lost, and we got really accustomed to winning, and you really, you forget and, not as appreciate wins as much as they come easy to you. And when I got to college, resiliency is a huge one, being down in a game, knowing that you're not out of the game, knowing that, you can come back. I think that translates to life too. Like the resiliency of, it's not over yet, and you can decide your own fate, and how hard you work and how hard you want it, help you achieve your goal. So
yeah.
Let me ask you how long it takes you to like get over a loss, or do you ever get over it? Because you're rattling off your losses, you know them pretty well.
Yeah. No, it's hard to get over a loss for sure. It's always gonna sting in the back of your head. It's gonna make you lose a little bit of sleep. But just if you're in season, you just gotta go to the next. You gotta take what you did wrong, and you gotta capitalize on it and get better and show up better the next game. So. Like we always say, all right, you get this next 24 hours to, feel a certain way, win or loss, and then it's on to the next, and we're going to learn from our mistakes and get better.
Yeah, it's awesome. Talk about the next level. What are you hoping to learn? How are you hoping to grow when you get to the NFL?
I just want to get into an organization and earn the trust of as a rookie, because I think that's the biggest thing. Like you go into an organization and everybody, wants to know if you can do it. Like if you're really that guy, and I want to come in and earn the trust of my teammates, and I want to learn everything I can learn from those guys, because they've been there for a long time. They know a lot more football than I do, and I just want to walk in with a closed mouth and open ears.
So training camp hits, you got to do your song. What song are you doing?
Ooh, probably Neon Moon, Brooks and Dunn. I'm a country guy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I'll probably go Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn. Know every word to that song, so probably go that one.
That's awesome.
That works. Let me ask you about your quarterback. Yeah, you're going to get asked about him.
Oh, of course.
Because I remember watching him at Auburn, and I was skeptical of him, and he won me over. Like when he got there to when he left, how much did you see him, Bo Nix, obviously we're talking about, improve and just like become the leader that he was? Because it was obvious in watching you guys from afar that love that guy.
Yeah, no, he came in day one and just won everybody over. Like just Southern charm. Nice little accent, y'all. Thanks, ma'am. And he just came in, and we all loved him. And the impact that he had at Oregon wasn't just on the field. Like he came into that program and impacted the culture, and he impacted the community. Bo's just such a great guy. Like he'll treat everybody the same, whether you're a walk-on, whether you're a star wide receiver, you're just someone walking on the street. He's going to treat you the same. So that's how great he is as a player and as a person, but he improved definitely. Like you saw the numbers, like first year at Oregon did a really great job, one of the top quarterbacks in statistics, and we had a good year. And then this year, being a Heisman favorite, being in that top four, I mean, that's just an unbelievable honor to be recognized for. So he had an amazing year. I put, a lot of that, pressure of him getting to the Heisman on us as an offensive line, protecting him.
Yeah.
So it was great that we got to, get him there. So it was a great time. He's an amazing player.
Let me ask you one about if I'm just new to you, what game do I watch to get the best out of you?
I think Washington State's a bit the best one for me. I played really physical. We were in the retro unis, so we looked pretty good. Looked good, feel good. So I'd say that game and any of the Washington games, they were classic games I played in. So
yeah, that's awesome. All right, so you hear the Senior Bowl. You've done some interviews so far with some of the teams, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to answer it, but what's the stick question that you've been asked so far?
The stickiest question I've been asked. I don't think I've been asked a lot of sticky questions because I'm a mean potatoes kind of guy. I don't have any off the field problems.
Right.
I'm just a good old fashioned offensive lineman. I got asked from one team on like, who's the one girl you talk to?
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
So they're like, are you single? Yeah, I'm single. They're like, who's the one girl you talk to? And I had to answer that, give them a name. So I think they're trying to judge my character, see how I pick them.
So don't give them the number, whatever you do, because they
Don't give them the number. Yeah, they'll call her for sure. I think she'd have my back. I think she'd be good.
That's good. You seem like a good cat. I bet you would. So college, you spend all the years there playing, working, doing what you did. Beyond football, what's the biggest thing you took away from school?
From school, just meeting other people. Getting outside your comfort zone. Not just staying in one kind of clique of athletics, but venturing out into other things. Like I was an Oregon man, so like I went to everything. I tried to do everything, like whether it was art galas, where if it was different like club activities or different events, like getting out there and really experiencing your college experience is a huge thing. Like my last year at Oregon, I lived with non-athletes. Like I'm just buddies I met out in campus and in class. Those were my going to be my best friends forever, and they didn't play sports.
That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I just forgot it. So,
Well, that's okay. You're a team. Your questions don't matter.
wow. Yeah. I don't. What was your major and what was your favorite class?
Social sciences. That's what mine. I'm a big social guy.
Yeah.
Favorite class. It's a tough one. I had some good ones. We had like a remix cultures class that just went over kind of everything of like originality. Like when you think something's original, it's not. And so it's just a remix of something. Yeah. So that was kind of cool to learn. Yeah. So
do you play any other sports in high school?
I played baseball and I wrestled for a year. And then I was going to do track, and then COVID happened. Yeah. So I could have been in the Olympics by now. Of course. It happened.
For certain, yeah.
You do have the build of a shot putter.
Yeah, I was going to shot put and I was going to throw a javelin. Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have javelin where I'm at, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's awesome. Okay, so now you're drafted. It's your first year in the NFL. Some kid in high school looking for, we're going to go draw on the social sciences, right? The psychology of football, right?
Yeah.
What's the advice you give this freshman in high school about how to make it?
It's not that hard. Just it's simple. Work hard. Buy into wherever you're at. Be a good kid on and off the field, and just be themselves. Because if they're good enough, they'll find you.
Yeah.
So just continue to be themselves. Be authentic and give everything they have, and if they're good enough, like they'll come find you, and just keep your love for football. So
it's awesome. Jackson Powers Johnson, Oregon center, looking good, man. I wish you the very best this week. You're a good kid.
Thank you.
I want to see you get success here.
Are you 58 out here?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Right. Nice.
Yep.
Nice to see. Awesome. Thank you, Jackson. Great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck out there.